All right, guys, welcome back. So today we're back out at the range and we've got the Sig p320, and we're going to be doing something a little bit different today, something I've really never done here on the channel. We're going to do a little bit of a torture test with this thing. And out here laid on the table, I've got a bucket of water, a bucket of some sand, and a little bucket of dirt. And we're just going to use each one of these and just kind of dip it on the gun or dip the gun down in it and try to get each one of these down in the gun, work down in there really well to see how the gun's going to function. Now, this kind of type of a test has been done tons of times on different handguns, but it hasn't really been done a whole lot on the p320. So just out of my curiosity and everything else, I just want to do it to this gun today just to see how it's going to hold up, being that the p320 is somewhat new to the market still. So let me get all set up and we'll get started. All right, guys, so we're going to get this torture test kicked off by starting with the dirt first. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to have each magazine loaded up with 5 rounds, insert the magazine, chamber around, and that's how we're going to start. So now we're going to go down into the dirt, and I'm just going to kind of hold it in here and just kind of sprinkle the dirt over the top of it, just to kind of resemble if you were to drop your gun down in the dirt and it kind of gets on the rear of the slide, on the top of the barrel, and things like that. So we're just going to shake it off just a little bit, and we're just going to go straight up and start shooting. And as you can see, it fired all 5 rounds and the slide locked back, so definitely passed that one with flying colors. And I'm going to get set up again and we'll switch to the sand. All right, so for test number 2, we're going to move on to the sand, and the same thing, insert magazine, got 5 rounds, going to chamber around. So now we're going to go down into the bowl of sand, and this is a pretty fine sand, so if it's going to make its way down in there, it's definitely going to do it with this sand. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of sprinkle it over the top, just like we did with the dirt, and just kind of let it get around the edges of the slide and down on the barrel just like that. Give you kind of a look at it, see how all the sand is on there. And now we're just going to go up and start shooting. And again, no problems, everything locked back, 100% function. So now next up is going to be the water. All right, so now for this one, again, we're going to do the same thing, load and chamber. And I got a bucket of water here, and I'm just going to kind of drop the gun down in the bucket of water, and I'm just going to let it kind of sit there until all the bubbles go away. That way we know all the air is out and all the water is in. Just going to let it sit there for a couple more seconds. Then I'm going to pull it out, kind of let the water drain just for a second, and then go straight to shooting. So we'll go ahead and pull it out. Just kind of let the water drain out just for a second, and here we go. And again, 100% function, no issues whatsoever. Okay, so now for this one, we're going to go back to the dirt, and we're going to do it a little bit different this time. This time, I'm going to have the slide locked back with no magazine in it, and this is going to be kind of resemble if, say, you're shooting your gun locked back, you were going to change the magazine, and you ended up dropping the gun down in the dirt. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of force this down in the dirt with the slide open. That way it kind of gets inside the slide a little bit, and I'm kind of digging it in because if you did drop it from, say up by your face, it's going to drop a lot harder than it would just this couple inches to the table. So I'm just going to kind of push it in there just a little bit. And as you can see, there definitely is dirt down in the gun, just like that. Now, all I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure that there's nothing in the barrel, because that would be very, very bad. So nothing's in the barrel. I'm going to insert the magazine, chamber around, and here we go. And again, 100% function, even with all the dirt down in there around the chamber, everything functioned just fine. So now we're going to move on to something maybe a little more extreme. All right, guys, so for this one, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the dirt we had in the original test, and we'll mix some water into it to create some sticky mud, and then we're going to put it all over the gun and see how it reacts to the mud. So I got this bottle of water here. I'm just going to start dumping it into the dirt. And actually, we'll make it really soupy. That way we know it's going to be some nasty sticky mud. So what I'm going to do this time is I'm going to put the mag in the gun. I'm not going to chamber it just yet. And I'm just going to kind of get this a little bit sticky and muddy. And as you can see, I don't know how well you can see that, but it actually is really soupy, nasty mud. And I'm just going to take it And I'm just gonna start smearing it all over the gun to where it gets down into everything, just like that. I guess this could resemble if you drop it down into a mud puddle. And now I'm just gonna chamber the round, and we'll see if it fires. Here we go. And I had a feeling we were gonna have some issues with this one. As you can see, it's not wanting to fully go into battery. So I'm gonna drop the mag, get the round out, and just kind of shake it off a little bit. And as you can see, just chambering it, it doesn't want to go. So what I'm gonna do is see if just a dunk in the water would be a quick fix for it. So we're gonna go back to the water. I'm just gonna dunk it in, kind of clean it out just a little bit to see if a quick water bath will fix this thing up. So here we go, right out of the water, magazine back in, chambered around, and we're back to 100% function. Now I knew when I got that water or that mud really soupy like that, I knew it was probably going to cause us some problems because it was really gritty stuff once I started smearing it all over there. And I figured after that first round, I mean, the slide, very gritty. Even the trigger was starting to get very gritty. So I had a feeling that that was going to cause us some issues, but I was really hoping that a quick dunk in the water was gonna fix us up. And as you can see, it definitely did. All right guys, so that's gonna wrap up this torture test video with the Sig P320 Compact. And as you can see, if you find yourself in sand, dirt, water, or mud, the Sig is gonna do really well in all those different types of environments. Now, when I mixed up that really sloppy mud, I had a really good feeling that that was going to cause an issue for the gun, being, how gritty the gun got and how, we did rack around with all that mud over top of it. I had a really good feeling that was going to cause us an issue. But as you can see, one quick dunk into the water, the gun was back up, 100% function again. So overall, I think the Sig P320 passed this torture test with flying colors. So if you ever find yourself in any of these environments with the Sig P320, you can definitely be confident that the gun is going to do really good for you. But anyhow, guys, if you have any questions or comments about anything you've seen in this video or anything else you've seen here on the channel, ask in the comment section below and I'll do my best to get back with you. And as always, I appreciate everybody watching. I appreciate everybody subscribing, and we'll catch you in the next one.